Hello everybody, my name is Kata and welcome to Kata B Fitness and welcome to your 15-minute mobility and stretch workout. This is a great one to do anytime you have a spare 15 minutes. It's also a really good one to do after a workout like my 15-minute strength or my 15-minute cardio. You don't need any equipment for this workout. All you need is a mat and a little bit of a clear space on your floor. So let's go ahead and make room and we're gonna get started. All right, let's go ahead and lie down on our backs. We're gonna take our left leg out straight and we're just gonna pull our right knee into the chest. So we're trying to keep our low back and hips glued to the floor. If it doesn't feel good to pull in front of the knee, you can always pull in behind the thigh instead. 8, 7. All right, let's take that knee directly over the hips, straighten your knee, and then we're gonna bend. Good, straighten and bend. So flex the foot, just straighten the knee until you feel a little hamstring stretch. Good, let's soften the knee. We're just gonna circle our ankle. And let's change the direction. Good, so keep that knee a little bit bent. We're gonna bring the arm across the body. Now we're gonna reach and pull that knee across the body over to the opposite side. And we're gonna try to keep that shoulder on the floor. Take the arm out, palm facing up, hip stretch, torso stretch. Good, 4, 3, 2, good. Bring it in. We're gonna do that all on the other side. So right leg is straight. We're gonna pull that knee in towards the chest. A little bit of a hamstring stretch, and we're just gonna hold it. Remember to breathe. Good, 8, 7, 4, 3. Let's take that knee over the hips, straighten your knee, and then bend. So having the knee in line with the hips versus having the knee into the chest is gonna make it a little bit easier for you to get a good stretch. So lift and lower. We've got 4 more. So straighten, flex your foot, bend that knee. Straighten and bend. Good. 2 more. Lift and lower. Lift. All right, let's soften that knee. We're just going to do nice, good ankle circles. And change direction. All right, let's keep that knee at about 90 degrees. We're going to pull it across the body, trying to get the foot towards the floor. And that arm is going to reach up, kind of an open book, stretching that chest. So feeling a stretch in the outside of the hip, a little bit in the torso, and a little chest and biceps. Good, let's go ahead and release. Bring it into the center. We're going to take our knees together and we're going to roll ourselves to the side. And we're going to push ourselves up into a seated position. We're going to take the bottoms of our feet and have them touching. We're going to sit nice and tall. I want you to think about sitting on your sits bones versus the back of your pelvis. And we're going to very gently press out on those inner thighs. You may find you have one leg that goes down to the floor and one that stays up, and that is all right. It just means you need to work on that side a little bit. If you can, we're going to fold forwards from our hips, not from our belly. So it's less about forehead to floor and more about pressing that chest forward and out, like you're trying to reach to pick something up off of the floor out in front of you. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. We're going to take the legs out into a bit of a straddle, and your straddle might be smaller than mine. It might be bigger than mine. I do not have a lot of flexibility. We're going to take our bottom hand and reach towards the opposite thigh, and then we're going to take that top hand and we're going to reach towards the ceiling. If this is like, I don't like this doesn't feel good, place your hand on the floor and we're going to try to add in that reach. 4, 3, 2, bring it in, switching it over to the other side, reach it down, and then we're going to reach it up like we're trying to take our shoulder down towards the knee, but we're reaching that opposite arm up towards the ceiling. Good, let's go ahead and bring it up. We can walk the feet in a little bit if you need to. We're going to turn over one leg And we're just gonna add a little stretch, trying to take chest towards our toes. Let's walk it out towards the middle and try to walk ourselves forward. And again, we don't wanna hunker down. If you're really tight, you might be here, and that's okay. I'm not very flexible either. 4, 3, 2, good. Let's walk it over to the other side. So just a little stretch. We wanna try to keep toes towards the ceiling. We wanna keep our knee down towards the floor. So if we stretch and our knee pops up, it's telling us we've gone too far and we're a little tight. Good, let's go ahead and bring it up. Find a comfortable seated position. It can be butterfly, it can be cross-leg. We're gonna take our hands back. One hand is gonna grab and basket weave with the other. Straighten the elbows, and then we're gonna start to lift. So if I turn to the side, we're gonna lengthen, and then we're gonna lift it up. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. We're gonna take our hands on the floor. Fingers are pointing out to the side, shoulders down. We're gonna have our feet on the floor. Now, option 1 is you don't go anywhere, and we're just gonna do a side-to-side wobble, working on our wrists. If you can, we're gonna lift the hips off the ground, and again, wobble side to side. For those of you that are a little bit more flexible, have better range of motion, you can lift your hips up and wobble. So it's just a side to side. We're hyper extending our wrists, trying to work on stretching them out, give you a little mobility. Good, bring it in. Now we're gonna kind of shake those wrists out, little circles, change direction, because now we're gonna come over onto our hands and knees. We're gonna come up to a nice, good hands and knees position. We're gonna sit our hips back to our heels, and we're just gonna give a nice, good stretch underneath the arms. So this one's a little different than child's pose, but very similar. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna walk it forward onto hands and knees. We're gonna take our knees a little bit wider. We're gonna walk our hands back towards our hips, hips to heels. We're gonna take one hand lightly behind the ear. We're going to inhale elbow to elbow and exhale open to the side. So just nice and gentle. We're gonna open and close today. So it's just like open and close the book. Pain-free range of motion. Your shoulder of the hand that's on the floor should still be away from your ear. Good, bring it in, switching over to the other side. Now if it's uncomfortable for you to get your hips close to your heels, place a pillow or 2 or 3 between your hips and your heels. So that'll give you a little bit of a chance to take a break. Good, last one. All right, let's bring it up. We're going to go for a half kneeling stance. Place something underneath your knee. We're going to tuck our tail, squeeze our glute, and we're going to press forward, feeling a stretch in the hip. And then we're going to reach one arm up, and I want you to think about reaching towards the ceiling more than trying to reach back behind you. So we're stretching the front of our body and our hip. We should not feel a lot of pressure in our low back. Good, bring it in, switching it over to the other side. So half kneeling position, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, press it forwards, and we're just gonna reach it up and back. So we are opening the chest, but we're tucking, so we're squeezing, protecting our core. Good, and bring it in, and we're gonna go back down to that hands and knees position. So we're going to just think about a nice good cat-cow. Standing or seated is all right as well. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Good deep breath in, and take it back out again. Little mobility here. If you don't want to arch and round the back, so if you have osteoporosis in your spine, you're going to hold a neutral spine, and you're just going to breathe into your belly, expand your belly, and then you're going to exhale and pull the belly in. Good. Let's sit the hips back to the heel to walk the hands out. We're going to do a wave. So tuck your chin, round your spine, roll through like a wave, and we're going to drop our hips towards the floor. And then take it back again. So we're gonna do that 2 more times. And again, if you don't want to do the tuck and the wave, you can just pull yourself from a plank and take yourself to child's pose. Good, last time. Tuck your chin, roll through. Good, and either hold a plank, we're going to point our toes, comfort. If you want to, drop the hips into a variation of cobra or up dog. If this is not for you, then you're just going to take it down right here. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and push ourselves up, and we're going to come back. Walk your hands back to your hips. Let's take your strong leg, bring it around to the front. We're going to come up to standing. We're just going to take a nice deep breath in and out. Good. One more time. Big breath in and out. And I want you to give yourself a nice good pat on the back. You are all done. You just got done with your 15 minutes of mobility and stretching. Good one to do at any time. I hope you enjoyed that workout. If you did, hit that thumbs up button or leave a comment letting me know that you like these short 15-minute workouts. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you again in class. Bye.